Once again, I welcome you guys to the Make IT Simple YouTube channel. This video is continuation to my previous video, which is learning about Python. If you didn't go through my previous video, just go through it and come back to this video. I have given the video link in the description section. In this video, I'm going to explain about inheritance in Python. Inheritance is a mechanism for reusing the code, and once again, it's not limited to Python. Most languages that support classes also support inheritance. Let me show you in the demo like how it works. Let's right away get into the demo. Let's say we have a class called dog with a simple method called walk, and in that method we just simply have the print message. Let's say class called dog. The naming convention should be proper with the colon, and then we need to define the method with the keyword definition. And as I said, I will have the method called walk. As soon as I open the parenthesis, self should be added, and then I'm just having the print message, print of walk. That's it. Now let's say in real program, right, in real-time program, instead of this just one line of code, here we will have like more lines of code, like around 10 lines of code. Now what in the future we want to define another class called cat, and we want to add the walk method there as well. Let's see. For example, I'm just adding the another method class called cat, and I'm defining the same thing, define walk. As soon as I open the parenthesis, it should get added, and then the print walk. That's it. So if you see here, means we have to repeat all the code in the new class cat also. Like whatever we have in the dog will be having the cat class also. But this is bad because we have repeated or duplicated our code. In programming, we have a principle called DRY, which is a short form of don't repeat yourself. And that's the reason, like let's say sometime in the future we discover a problem in the walk method. If we have repeated or duplicated this method in many other places, then we have to come back and fix that problem in every single places we have duplicated this code. So that's why in programming we should not define something twice. So how can we solve this problem? There are different approaches. One of the approach that is easier to understand for beginner is inheritance. Now here how it works. How it will work is like we just define a class called mammal and move all the walk method right there. And then in our dog and cat classes, right? The dog and cat classes will have to inherit that method from the parent, just like how the humans inherit certain attributes or behave from the parents. That's exactly the same. So now what I'm going to do is like in the top, I'm just adding the one more class. What I'm going to do is like I'm just adding one more class called mammal. That's it. And there I'm adding the method definition of walk self. Again, I'm just having this lines of code like print walk. That's it. Now in our dog class, right, we want to inherit this method from this mammal class. So what I have to do is like, so right away the dog class, right, right after this class name dog we have, right, we need to open the parenthesis. Just like this, we add the parenthesis and type out the name of the parent class, or the parent class is called mammal. That's it. And you can remove these pieces of code. That's it. Now that's all we have to do. So with this dog class, right, with this dog class, we inherited all the methods that are defined in the mammal class. Now there is a tiny problem over here. If you look at this line number 8, right, there is some red line, and it shows like there is some pieces of code, which means the reason that is happening because Python doesn't like some empty classes. So right now our dog class is empty, right? Python it expects something. That means it doesn't have anything, it expects something like, so we need to add some methods specific to dogs or just to make Python happy. Otherwise what we can do is like we can use the pause statement, and pause statement basically means nothing. We are telling the Python interpreter, hey, pause the line and don't worry about it. With this we don't have an empty class. That's it. See here the red line went over here, and this error is like we need to have two blank lines of spaces. That's it. And here also. That's it. So our dog class is inheriting the walk method from the mammal, and you need to apply the same changes to the cat class also. Here also we open the parenthesis just add the mammal, that's it, and we remove this piece of code. Again, similarly, we need to add the pass method because Python doesn't like empty classes. So just give the pass, that's it. With these changes, what you can do is like we can create either a dog or cat object. Let's say I'm creating a dog object. So dog equal to, just calling the class of dog, that's it. And what I can do is like I'm just make use of dot operator with the variable. See here, I can able to access the walk method that is inheriting from the mammal class. We have the walk method that is dependent on mammal class, and we can easily call that one. That's it. Now let's run the program over here. See here, we create an object for the dog class, and the dog class inherits the mammal class, and we can call the methods whatever we had it in the mammal class. So it is printing over here. So now both the dog and the cat classes, right? That both the dog and cat classes inherit all the methods defined in the parent classes. Now here, what you can do is like you can add the methods specific to dogs. So instead of pass, what I'm going to do is like I'm just adding the method definition of. I'm just calling the bark method, just self, that's it, and I'm just printing the method print of bark, that's it. And now what I'm going to do is like next to the dog.walk, the variable, see here I can able to see the two methods, right? Now we have the two methods. One is the walk method that we inherited from the mammal class, and another one is bark method, which is just defined in our dog class. Just I'm calling the bark, and also we don't need the pass method over here now because we defined the one method in our dog class. And if I run it over here, you can call this bark now. And similarly, we can add a method over here. We don't need this pass because we are going to define a method. Definition of is annoying. It's annoying like this. I'm adding the self method and just adding the print of annoying. That's it. For testing, I'm just typing some annoying, some error message. Similarly, with the dog, with the cat object, right? Cat equal to cat object, cat dot. See here, you can able to see two methods. One is the walk method, and one that is inherited from the mammal class, and another one is the annoying method which we just defined in the cat class. That's it. Now if I'm running this one, see it's everything is printing. The cat is annoying, its barking is printing. So these are the basics of inheritance in Python. With this inheritance, we can do more complex things also, but I will add a separate video for that tutorials, for that complex tutorials in the Python. As of now, for beginners, this is just a simple program or a simple concept for how to use the inheritance. To avoid the reuse of code, we can make use of this. To make the reuse of code, we can make use of this inheritance concept over here. If you have any doubts on implementing this, just add in the comment section. I'll be very happy to help you guys. Thanks for watching my video. Have a good day.